that I don't have budget, I don't have money, as they suppose.
But you have voice.
Yes, the main issue that I would request both these great men here, the educational equivalence is the main issue that both the points have been raised by Dr. Gulshan and Mr. Irfan. This is the most important. I know this is not the provincial issue, but both these people can talk to the federal government. The educational equivalence is the most burning issue for, as I see that people from other countries are here and they are so qualified. So I must share my story as well. I did my post-graduation, that is an MPhil from University of Sheffield in England. It was in anthropological linguistics. I finished it in 1992 and went back to India. And they said, you haven't done it in the past in your graduation course. So I didn't have anthropological, so it's no longer valued. So my MPhil was gone because I couldn't get a job. Then I had to do another MPhil in literature then, because I did my master's in literature. So there are certain things that have to be resolved. Now it's all good. I'm good here. I came 7 years ago. I started as a security guard and then a CNC operator in a kitchen cabinet company, and now I'm a radio host. I got my job actually. I was a radio host before, back in India, after teaching for about 7-9 years. And then I ended up as a journalist. And now I'm here once again in my job. So thank you very much for this initiative. Dr. Gulshan, you are going to succeed for sure, no doubt, with courage and determination. So with courage and determination, the sky is the limit. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I would request our main friend, family friend, our guardian, our initiator, and our mentor, Khandakar Alom Khandakar.
Thank you very much. And actually, this kind of initiative, to be part of this kind of initiative, is a opportunity. It's very few people and very few times come in the human life. So especially to run this kind of institution, it will help a lot of educated immigrant, those who are coming here and facing all the problems. And this is not the story of Calgary, this is the story of all over Canada. And the thing is this, in this North America, if you have struggled in the beginning, then there is a good result for you and your future generations. So this and examples is here and here all over the place. So I'd like to say, Dr. Gulshan, to take this kind of brave steps. And if you can tell a little bit, because a lot of people here, maybe some of them, we don't know about what is the ultrasound and how we'll give some trainings. Just give some ideas. Maybe I can find for you some more students.
Then I will say more words.
And after, nobody will move after this session because there is a lot of refreshment here. Everything is stacked up here, so you have to finish everyone.
So I would say lots of words again. I'm just getting settled down. Now I would invite our most experienced and the top guardian, Mr. Binoy Dey.
Funny thing, when Anubai said she wants to open a training institute, I said, okay, it says sonography. And how many students? She said 10. And I said 10. 10 will go one day you will have 10 students. Then what are you going to do? She said, we will expand it. I said, did you have a room for it? So we started making the business plan for it. And then she said, I don't need money. I said, then what do you need the business plan for? She said, for my students. Because I'm worried if my students are worried, they will not put their energy in their studies. So what they need is to support from the government, from the financial institutions, to start their training courses and do it properly. It is, as in the beginning, we talked about it, and we decided to have whether it's a 3-month course or 6-month course. And then we also found that it is not necessary that we can have a 1-year course for the graduates who are in Balai. They can come from university and join the course. And once I am positive that she has only 10 students now, in a month's time, she will have more students, more headache, because she will need more room to grow. And it is her courage. It is the main thing. It is her courage, and we are just the pawn to help her out. And I'm hoping for the best for her and her husband. I sometimes feel whether he's the one who found her or she's the one, because I get more calls from him than her. But good luck for the
Thank you. Thank you, Vinay. He is one of the people who is trying to change whole Canada, whole North American style of education, style of living standard, style of everything. He wants to customize everything. When we heard his name from alumni, we were so excited to meet him. And we invited to come to our house next day. We were waiting all day when we would see this kind of people. It's a luck, it's a fortune to meet this kind of people. You won't see them very often. We are so busy with getting our identity back. We don't have that much courage. We don't have that much time. We don't have the energy to push back ourselves after 10 hours of standing behind the counter. He is the person. So we are very grateful to Binoy there. With your permission, I know time is flying. Now I am inviting some of my students. Current student, Christina, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Christina Rosta. I'm from Romania. I was trained there as a radiologist. I have worked there for almost 8 years. Most of the job was doing ultrasound. I've been a permanent resident of Canada since March 2014, 2 years. And all this time I've been trying to re-enter my field, ultrasound. So I applied to Sonography Canada, and I was approved to challenge the credentializing examinations for general sonographer, which I did last year. I passed written exams, but there is another step, a skills exam, and this one is not an easy one. It's supposed to be to know the Canadian scanning protocols. So I've been looking for opportunities like volunteering or shadow job to get acquainted with the protocols here, but I had no success. So when I met Alshan in January and she told me about the project, I was excited. I said, okay, this is what I need. Some hands-on training. I hope here at Peerless Training Institute, I'll improve my skills and I'll get more confidence to go to the skills exam and then to get into the practice.
Thank you, Christina, and thank you for your comment. It's a good recommendation that You had so many barriers first out, but now you have only one step to go to the place. You would be successful. Now I would invite one of my other students, Ravins Pradeep. He is a surgeon from Nepal.
I'm Ravins Pratik Gupta. Basically, I'm from Nepal. I'm a graduate from Pakistan. Basically, I did my bachelor's degrees in medicine from Pakistan. After I came back to Nepal, I did my master's in surgery. Worked there quite a bit. Although it might be surprising that like I've been in this field for like I think more than 10 to 12 years now, back in home. And probably listening to all these stories, I think I'm the luckiest one standing over here because I'm the recent newcomer over here. It's not been more than 6 months. And the only person who is responsible for me being standing over here is Dr. Gulsen, because like I somehow like met her, and then like she was the one to convince me that like you are the newcomer and you should go for this kind of course and everything. I really hesitated. I thought like 6 months, 7 months, like this September I'd be opting for my examination and I'd like pass the examination. The examination is no big deal. That's what I have been doing for the last 35 years. Go to Pakistan, give exams. Go to Nepal, give exams. Come to Canada, give exams, right? So exams is not a big deal. But the only problem is, respected ministers, like you said, if you want to help this kind of community, an international medical graduate, it sounds really, really convincing, and then like oh yes, it's a big thing. But you know what? Coming to Canada, it might be my experience that like I'm feeling kind of things like just compared to like if a person is disabled, he's said to be a gifted. He's prioritized, right? So international medical graduate, it should be I think like a person who is struggling in the medicine field. So the only thing that we want we want the support from you is that only if you can provide us the opportunity with just the way she said that like the shadowing is very important. And why are we IMGs different from the Canadian graduates? Just because we didn't get the opportunity to shadow ourselves. We don't get the opportunity to get into the medicines or like the hospitals, although we have quite a bit of experience. So like if somebody can provide us an opportunity and get into the like we get to see the medical in the Canada, how the system works, then I don't think anybody would be IMGs anymore. Well, after hearing about everything, like I think what she has done is like very, for me at least, like it's very good thing to start with. Like I don't have to go out, like whether it be 3 months, I don't have to go sit, I don't have to go and wait. Even if I apply, I see that like it's 2 or 3 years of wait, but like in 3 or 4 months, I'll be ready to go and go out in the medicine field. I'll be exposed to the medicine, how it works in Canada, and hopefully like with my exams coming up, I'll be prepared for everything.
Thank you, Ravins. I hope your success, and thank you being one of my patients. And I got him from the clinic. If we, the IMGs, if we get into the system, we would know more pros and cons of the Canadian health environment. Whenever you are entering to any of the sector, you would get more references. You would get to know the interrogated system. So it is better, it is the best to start with this kind of opportunity. If you have the entrance, if you get more references, you would be to your own field today, tomorrow, or after 10 years. You won't be lost. I just don't want to be lost. I don't want anybody to be lost. That's my main motto. That's my goal. Now, I would...
I will excuse myself. I need to be something else.
We need.
So, then we can get some refreshment at least.
Yeah. Sorry. scare
জাহিদ ভাই
It was
আসেন
ready.